Heel. Nope. This side. Good. Working on some leash manners today. We did a good couple miles this morning just working on our heel work. It's really starting to make sense for her. You can tell. We've talked about it a little bit already. Someone's always in control. Either you're in control of your dog's in control of you. So we're using a slip lead. It just allows, it's not attached directly to her collar. It's attached, it just slides around her neck. You can Google one if you want. Sit. Good. Sit. 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 This leash is our power steering, right? So y'all mentioned she likes to pull a lot. That comes down to control, right? She's not a big, huge, heavy dog. Um, so if we allow her to pull us all over the place, she will. But right now, we're just doing what I call the figure eight drill. So we're teaching her a couple things. With the figure eight drill, you're getting an inside turn. So when I turn to the inside, you notice I'm just giving her a series of little tugs to let her know where I want her to stay. We want her walking at heel, which is this 2 or 3 foot area right beside the body. So again, when I'm doing an inside turn, I'm giving a little tug. We want her just hugging the hip. We don't want her getting out in front of us and tripping us up and pulling all over the place. We want her staying right here at heel. Excuse me. Good. On the outside turn, dogs have a tendency to keep going that way. We've been working on this a lot. A lot of this comes down to attention and focus, right? We want a dog being attentive and paying attention to what we're doing and following our commands. So typically, a dog will, especially very early on, first couple of days, when I go to do an outside turn, dog will keep going that way. That's when I'm just going to give a little tug in the direction I want her to go. Heel. Heel. She's already pottied. After we came outside, there's no need for her to have her nose to the ground sniffing everything, every blade of grass and every gravel on the driveway. I want her paying attention to me. So the more attention and focus that we demand, the more attention and focus that we will get. And the way I'm keeping her attention is just very subtle, little jabs on the collar or on the lead. Little jab, heel, good, heel, good. Her leash handling is already 100% better than it was yesterday. She wanted to pull me just as soon as you all left. We went for a walk, and we spent the better part of the evening just working simply on just walking that heel. And we don't have it fixed yet, but we'll get there, I promise. Sit. Good. We want her what I call auto sitting. We want her popping. As soon as I stop, we want her popping her bottom down and sitting. We're not quite there yet, but you can tell she's starting to figure it out. Sit. We want a nice calm sit at heel. You got to scratch. A nice calm sit at heel instead of a dog that's jumping all over the place, pulling you all over the place. You'll also notice that when I give the sit command, I'm giving just a little pull in the up direction, sit, and verbally giving a sit. As soon as her bottom hits, you'll notice I'm releasing this slip lead. So it's releasing the pressure around her neck. So if we do it the right way, as soon as her bottom hits the ground, sit, boom, we're releasing the pressure. So in her mind, she's starting to figure out, hey, there's no pressure on the lead when I put my bottom down, when I follow the command. Heel. Just the same as walking at heel. We want a loose leash walking, and then if she starts to get out of bounds, I'm just giving her a little tug, and that's telling her, you can see her already, that's telling her, hey, I'm out of bounds. I need to pay attention to him and where he's at. Already much more enjoyable walking her on a lead than yesterday. Sit. Good. What a good girl. That's a good girl. Don't forget to praise too, right? You'll notice that most of my commands are in a deeper, stern voice, and I'll praise in a higher voice. Voice inflection is really important. You can say the meanest thing to a dog in a high-pitched voice, and they're just going to wag their tail and be so happy about it. So, kind of goes back to you get what you reward. If we're high praise, high voice, hey baby, oh my goodness, see what I mean? That's what we don't want. No, sit. Good. Here, sit. Nope, sit. Good. Good girl. Good. That's a good girl. Good girl. The jumping stuff is already getting much, much better with me. That will continue to get better with everyone. But again, we get what we reward. So typical greeting with the dog. You get home from work or wherever you've been, and it's, "Hey, baby! Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Oh my gosh!" And that's the behavior that we're going to get. So I want to focus on a calm greeting. I can greet my dog and love on my dog, but doing it in a manner that is not going to excite them and make them lose their minds. Here, sit. Good. Good girl. Hi, buddy. Good girl. What a good girl. Good. Here. 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 Heel. Heel. Sit. Good. Oh, did that scare you? Sit. No, sit. We never want to give a command we can't enforce or one we're not willing to enforce. So right there, I gave her a sit command. She didn't sit. I just, nice and easy, physically put her into a sit. Nope. Sit. Good. Good girl. Good. Sit. 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 This little tug right here with the lead doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot to her right now, but it will. I teach this sit command this way for a couple of different reasons. Sit. It allows me to, she'll realize it sooner than later, sit. But it will allow me to give the sit command without having to verbally give a sit command. It will also, you're out in your neighborhood and you want to stop and talk to your neighbor. And we've all seen the people, you've probably felt it yourself. She's all over the place, jumping or whatever. You're, hey, sorry, I'll talk to you later. I can't talk. She's wild, blah, 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 blah. Well, once we get her dialed in, her sit command, sit, sit, good. We'll be able to just very subtly, nobody will even notice, very subtle, just a little tug on the lead, and I'm communicating to her. This is a direct line of communication to your dog. A nonverbal sit command, just this little tug on the lead, sit, 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 and sit. Before too long, I'll be able to sit, have as long of a conversation as we want to have, and she'll be able to sit and hold her sit, a nice calm sit, just because I'm communicating to her with this lead. And right now the communication is sit your tail down on the ground and sit there nice and calm. Sit, 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 sit. No, sit, sit. Good, good girl. Sit, 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 sit. See, right now we're reinforcing the sit command 3 different ways. Verbally, of course, physically with the lead, and visually with the hand signal, like traffic cop. If I was going to step out and stop traffic, I'm showing my hand. Sit. Sit. She's not paying attention to me right now. That's okay. Sit. Sit. Here. Sit. 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 You'll start to notice in the coming days her focus and attention will totally direct towards me. She won't be worried about the birds chirping or the dog next door barking or anything else. She'll notice that she'll be dialed in on me. Sit, 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 sit. Okay, what a good girl. Here, you. Good girl. You. Good girl. Good. You. You notice she's not in control right now. You. She's not pulling me. She's walking at heel, nice loose leash. This is what we want. Good girl. What a good girl. You. 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 Sit. Good. What a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Good. Thank you. Good girl.